We should be recording, so we are into top 4 at ESG Esports Gym for Sunday sessions. We have Electric Alan versus JST Chan. This could depend on how much Dulcim experience JST Chan's had, but it's probably going to be a walkover. Electric Alan did just make his Super Silver. So it's Super Silver Dulcim versus Platinum Bison. And Chan complaining about not being on camera because he's a poser.
I am not very fond. Round 1. Fight!
Okay. Alan starting it off with the usual Dulcim shenanigans. Trying to zone out Chan. Chan gets into the scissors, but ends up in the corner. Dulcim actually trying to find their way in. Chan reads the teleport, chaps him out, but doesn't get much off of it. Alan not falling for the frame trap, but still gets hit afterwards anyway. And runs into another ESG reverse. So, getting a little bit closer, and that's done. That should be... So, and that pretty much went how I would expect.
Round 2.
So,
Fight!
Alan starting off with an air gale, gets crush counted into the scissors, and eats the meaty afterwards. Good V-reversal, but floats into apparently not much. Gets caught by the frame trap on the light. And this should be it for Chan again. So I think it's a little bit too far for Alan to come back. Goes for the Hail Mary super. And that's that.
And Bison wins.
So that is game 1 to JST Chan. So this is loser semi, so it's only first to 3.
Round 1. Fight!
Okay. Good air gales from Alan. But a little bit too buttonsy in the face of all the Bison's plus frames. So, good pressure after the throw, but... And doesn't fall for the frame trap after the... Okay. So, Alan falling back into his usual tactics of slide throw into teleport. So, gets the side cancel into V-trigger. Doesn't able to get too much off of it, although that was a fair chunk of grey health. Yeah, this is the combo, and that's probably going to be a little bit late on the RCA. Okay, apparently that was an input error. That's fair enough. So Chan opening with just straight Devil's Reverse into just limbs again from Alan. Eats the blast, but can't get too much off of it. So V-reversal misses, and goes into slide throw again. Corners Chan, which could be trouble. There's good damage in the corner, but Chan gets out, puts Dulcim back in the corner. But doesn't manage to get much off of it after that. And the mix-up doesn't end up happening, doesn't get the teleport off. So, And JST Chan shows how it's done with the long range fireball into teleport moves and gets the KO. So unfortunately you are stuck with me on the mic tonight. We've only got one working mic.
Fight!
So Chan now with a 2-0 lead. So it gets through the limbs, but still eats a tick throw. So Chan, it does show that Bison Slide is better than Dalsum's, but eats the fireball for his trouble. Grey Life adding up still. It's a good chunk. Only one more hit should do it. So Chan manages to avoid the sniper, and gets some good damage down, and finishes it with a throw.
Round 2. Fight!
And I think that was possibly an input error again. Doesn't get anything off of it, so... And I think Chan knows what Alan's trying to do now, so... It should be pretty much it at this point, I would say. A good scissors into crush counter, good follow-up with the EX scissors. Throw just misses out on stun, but one more hit should do it. So, and that's it. So that's 3-0 to Chan. Alan is out, and Chan will face the loser of Dookie versus Giggles, who will be up next. So we're just waiting on Dookie and Giggles to both finish their casuals. Giggles getting his Blaze Blue on. Giggles, grab my stick if you want. Sorry? You can grab my stick if you want. But, yeah, you. Yeah. So, Giggles and Duke just actually trying to work out what they're supposed to be doing. So, we've only got the one working mic. So, you can do that. You can do a game if you want. I don't know. My commentary's pretty dull. I don't know. It's not my. Thankfully, it's not my keyboard. Yeah. Okay, so Giggles and Chan. Did you guys already play the winners final again? Did you play Dookie winners? Okay, it's not the winners final; it's the losers final because naturally the winners final happened off stream again. Okay, and apparently the names aren't updating. Going with the Halloween stage. At this point, you may need to... So, now it is Giggles as Cammy and JST-chan as Bison, and JST-chan does not have a 2-0 lead. It's just the names and numbers aren't updating. Names and numbers aren't updating.
For those who I wish to protect, I will fight you!
Round 1.
Okay, well, we're trying to fix that. Oh, he's trying to commentate, so Chan opening with the scissors. Giggles walking into a bit of damage. And easy finish for Chan over Giggles.
Round 2. Fight.
Good EXTP to anti-air, but doesn't quite get down fast enough. Yeah, so we'll take a quick break after this game just to restart, and hopefully it'll start working after. So drops to confirm from Giggles, and he's the EX Devil's reverse like he always does. Alright, guys, can you just give it a little bit just so we can restart XSplit? Yeah. Okay, and we're back, and it looks like we fixed everything, so Chan does take a 1-0 lead. Just updating that now. Okay, so Giggles eating those heavies into the blast. Good crush counter into the EX scissors by Chan. Giggles almost a stun, and that's it.
Round 2. Fight.
So this is still losers finals between Chan and Giggles. So good EXDP. Giggles not eating the frame trap that time. Goes for the tick throw, just Chan's blocking everything. Safe after the scissors, and another good DP on the EX Devil's reverse. That's the first time he's managed that. So Giggles actually starting to fight back a little bit now. So not quite falling for the Bison V-trigger shenanigans yet. So good stop on the hooligan and into the scissors. So, ooh, and Giggles finally gets around on the board.
Final round. Fight.
Good spiral arrow from Giggles. Got Bison in the corner now. Chan not trying to get out just yet, just blocking. Good blast, just gets him pretty well out. Still under some pressure. Good crush counter. And that's a lot of damage and stun. good tech from Giggles, and now doesn't get any follow-up on his V-trigger activation. Anti-air cannon spike. Oh, and that's punishable. Doesn't get a good punish off though. No, Giggles doesn't enjoy those plus frames on the Devil's Reverse. Managed to dodge the throw. Again, good anti-air on the Pelican dive kick. So another good EX DP. I think he was just hoping to catch something else with another EX DP. Oh no, gets an EX spiral and he's a throw on Wake Up. Wake Up throw for Chan does it. So yes, Chan now up 2-0.
Round 1. Fight.
Doesn't confirm into the spiral arrow and eats a ton of damage as punish. So. Chan just doing bison things. Just chipping away at Cammy a bit. EX head stomp fails. But manages to get away to safety. And good spacing again by Chan. So Giggles wasting his V skill completely. Trying to get something. V-trigger activation from Chan into EX Devil's Reverse. Misses, doesn't get much on his... Oh, and that should finish it. A good critical out from Giggles.
Round 2. Fight.
Good spiral arrow. Punish from Giggles. Doesn't confirm, but gets the throw out afterwards. And just dodges the EX Devil's Reverse, doesn't get any punishment. Whiffs the DP and doesn't need too much. As Chan starts up with his Bison V-trigger teleport shenanigans, doesn't manage to get anything off of it, does eat an EX spiral. And a throw, and Giggles gets on the board with the win. So that's 2-1 Chan over Giggles. This is first to 5, so we could be here for a while.
Round 1. Fight.
With spiral arrow, and he's about 200 damage for the sake of it. Still don't think that's as big a punish as Chan probably could have got, but... So Giggles putting out the Cammy pressure, but eats into that blast, which is incredibly quick. Another good EX DP on that Devil's Reverse. I mean, we know Chan is going to keep doing them anyway, because that's what Bisons do, but... Misses that DP, but manages to get away without any real punish. And some good follow-up afterwards. And the meaties are hitting, but... Chan almost a stun now, and that's it. Giggle's starting to bring it back.
Round 2. Fight.
So Chan with the good EX scissors into throw. So he's a spiral arrow back, but not putting too much pressure on Wake Up. And Giggle's just getting some good confirms from the spiral arrows. No confirm for Chan. Well, Chan finally gets a confirm off of the many buttons that Giggles was walking into. Giggles with the second spiral, but it's generally safe. Going to be punished by the characters with the longer range sweeps. And empty jump throw. Tick throw.
Final round. Fight.
So, Giggles getting pretty good with DPs against the double reverses now. So, gets that confirm into spiral. That was that one he missed earlier, so I don't know if he's actually confirming it or just going Hail Mary on it every time. And Giggles does love his anti-air critical art. And I guess it doesn't get too much of a setup of it. Does eat a lot of damage back from Chan. As he starts to buy some shenanigans, Giggles unable to confirm off the double jabs. And that throw almost does it. One more hit. Oh, and Giggles goes ties it up 2-0 with that V trigger. Starting to wonder if Chan can actually punish that with V trigger spiral arrow with a slide. It should be quick enough. Good cross counter from Chan. Tick through, keeping Cammy in the corner. So drop from Giggles, but manages to get Chan back in the corner. Although that raw blast gets him out. So Giggles blows the V-trigger in one hit. So Chan back in the corner. And just reads the empty jump, gets the back throw.
Round 2. Fight.
Doesn't get too much of the EX scissors, but gets a little bit of positioning. Cammy kind of in the corner. Starts to push her further into the corner. Keep up that scissor pressure. So Hooligan goes under. And again with the reaction critical out on Giggles. I don't think he's going to get too much off of it again, but... And again, so doesn't use all of the V-trigger, just gets the first one. So, and just wake up DP. Oh, EX Hooligan. Chan doesn't see it coming, but... Doesn't matter because that's a lot of damage.
And Bison wins.
So, Chan now leading 3-2.
Round 1. Fight.
Straight back into it. No character change. Giggles has completely dropped Ken. Ken is dead. Blondes are only good in Street Fighter if they're female. So, Giggles eating the EX reverse, keeps him in the corner. Does manage to get out with the confirm into V-trigger. Dodges that blast. Some good damage, but puts himself back in the corner. Nice back throw, put Bison in. So, and Giggles does well to read the Giggles does well to read the Bison shenanigans. Puts Bison back in the corner and then confirms into the DB for the win. So, Chan's still doing the opening scissors. Doesn't get much of a punish on that with Spiral Arrow, but at least follows it up with some decent damage after. So, good throw from Giggles. And again, good confirms. It's a good chunk of damage off of that V-trigger activation. But it keeps eating those back throws. Pressure's starting to come from Giggles. Should be one hit for anyone now. Giggles is trying to wait out the V-trigger. But Chan knows it's coming and does scissors as soon as the V-trigger ends. So good sweep. Doesn't confirm in the spiral arrow, but Chan drops his punish. So, good throw after the with spiral arrow. Oh. Counter spike. So V-trigger out of the corner and good EXDP again on those EX Devil's Reverses. So Chan now under some pressure in the corner again. So, but uses that blast good. And Giggles finishes it. Ties it up again, 3-all. This is a first to 5, so it's going the distance.
Round 1. Fight!
So Giggles making good use of the V-skill, frame trap. Good confirm into the spiral arrow in the corner, keeping Bison there. Not really sure Chan knows what to do against all that pressure. Good reversal. Oh. And that time, Giggles was a bit too early on the EXDP and actually eats the Devil's Reverse. Oh, that's a better punish than what Chan's been getting against with V-trigger spiral arrow lately. And that should finish it.
Round 2.
Giggles thinking he probably should have just wake up DP'd. Good confirms from Giggles. Just walking Bison into the corner, those spiral arrows. Gets an early stun, so not going to get too much off of it. It's going to be a reasonable amount of damage. He's trying to save his meter. And gets the trade to finish it after he fails to confirm into anything. Bison, well, Chan starting off with the air juggle, whiffs the scissors, but no punish from Giggles. So Giggles blocking runway on the Devil's Reverse, finds himself back in the corner. That time manages to walk out, but doesn't block on a follow-up. And that time he's in the corner for the V-trigger spiral arrow. Takes a reasonable amount of punish. Just hits the foot with the critical art. Giggles with those reaction critical arts. Hit every single one so far. Bird finds himself with no meter when he actually needed it. And that crash short from Chan. Now at 4-3.
Round 1. Fight!
With spiral arrow, good punish from Chan. No confirm on the crouch medium kick. Giggles. So, good sweep to stop the scissor pressure, but whiffs his meaty and gets thrown instead. Decides to try and crouch block the Devil's Reverse, which doesn't work. Dodges the V-trigger. So, whiffs the DP on the ESV trigger, but Chan missed anyway, so he just wasted his bar. So, no confirm from Giggles. So, it does get it that time. And the throw. Ooh! And Giggle's not quite ready for the mid-air combos from Chan.
Fight.
After looking so good, does drop that round. Giggle's staying down so he doesn't eat the meaty, but does jump into the fireball. Chan drops his punish combo again, but still holds position. Giggles now gets Chan in the corner, but safe jumps out. Good V-trigger DP on that, but no follow-up. And good recovery from Giggles. Ties it up, 1 round apiece. Giggles looking in good position with full meter. But eats the EX scissors straight off the bat, again. Good whiff punish. Doesn't get the confirm on the crash medium kicks, a bit too far away. Good tick throw. So, those empty jumps just not working for Giggles. Chan's always there with the throw. And another good DP on the Devil's reverse. Good V-trigger activations and good damage from Chan. So Giggles trying to return the favour with that V-trigger DP. And Giggles ties it up 4-0. Sorry, 4-0. Giggles wish it was 4-0, but unfortunately he doesn't have that much of a buffer.
Round 1. Fight.
A little bit more patience at the start of this round from Chan. There's the scissors that we're all waiting for. Jumping from Chan, gets some reasonable amount of damage. I think Giggles thought it was the EX Devil's reverse, but it was an EX stomp and ate a ton of damage. And that's Chan on match point.
Round 2.
Looking like he's about to fall asleep. So Giggles lands on the fireball. Not confirming those crash medium, those stand medium punches. Does eventually confirm into spiral arrow. Tick throw in the corner, just keep Bison there. Good dodge on the EX scissors, but doesn't recover, hits the button and eats a ton of damage. Misses the counter spike. And the V-trigger shenanigans, well read by Giggles with the DP. And good EX hooligan dive kick. So, final game, final round. Winner of this goes on to face Dookie. So, Giggles doesn't get anything off the V-trigger. Oh, sorry, V-skill. And whiffs another spiral arrow. Not a huge punish from Chan. That time gets a good confirm off the heavy punch into the V-trigger spiral arrow. It's good damage in the corner. So, next hit. Oh, and Giggles seals it. So that's Chan in 3rd place. So next up we got Giggles versus Duke. So Okay, and we're finally back with the final. Unfortunately, we missed the first 20 seconds or so. So, Dookie actually playing Ryu, not is the Gi. Maybe not trying to give away too much before Bam. Or he might just want to play Ryu, because he's that much better than Giggles. So putting in some good pressure. And Giggles walks into a fireball to give Dookie the first round.
Round 2.
Good confirm from Giggles on the spiral arrow. Not too much off the crush counter, but wake up DP doesn't work. And that's basically it off of one crush counter. Giggles throws Hook into the corner, starts at the throw loops. Whiffs another DP, and that's first game to Duke.
You win.
So, hey Giggles, you have to win 10 games if you want to win. Giggles found one gap in the fireball pressure and then starts hitting fireballs. Whiffs the ace dive kick. So Giggles is failing to get those confirms. And Giggles eats another fireball. Not quite remembering how to play against Ryu because no one plays Ryu anymore. Blocking the X fireball, but hitting too much other stuff. Good confirm into the spiral arrow. And wake up EXDP from Duke. So, good interrupt on the V trigger from Dookie. Gets the parry, but still eats the spiral arrow into the DP and V trigger. No confirm on the heavy punch. So, good V trigger activation from Duke. And gets the meaty stand short, or crash short.
You wins.
And that's Dookie up 2-0.
Round 1. Fight.
Good jump in from Giggles. Some reasonable damage. Duke now in the corner, eats the hooligan. So into the throw. So Giggles with yet another whiff spiral arrow. And another clean finish from Duke.
Round 2. Fight.
So, EX Spiral to get out of the corner. And still under a lot of fireball pressure from Duke. So he gets the V-trigger Spiral Arrow. Doesn't get too much off of it though. Doesn't get the full hits. He missed the Cannon Spike as well. And just raw Tatsu, just a bit of extra corner carry. So, good EX dive kick, get out of the corner. Unable to confirm off the... And that's Dookie up 3-0.
Ryu wins. Round 1. Fight!
Good confirm off the crash media punch. Crap. So, doesn't get his meaty timing right after the second one though. Giggles back to eating fireballs. So good anti-airs from Duke into throw loops. Good fireballs from Dookie. Slowly, and that EX Spiral. EX Spiral whiffs again. Duke misses the punish, but gets the follow up anyway.
Round 2. Fight!
So, EXTP just break up the pressure, and then starts walking into punches and fireballs again. So, Giggles just not getting his meaty timings right at all. And that's 4-0 for Duke.
You win.
Giggles saying the comeback starts now. See if he can go 10 straight.
Round 1. Fight!
So, Giggles not getting those confirms. Walks into the sweep. Good post from Duke. Back into the fireball pressure. Giggles finally gets a confirm, little bit of corner carry. Duke now in the corner, but Giggles with another EXDP and takes about 300 damage. And that will be match point for Dookie.
Round 2. Fight!
So Giggles gets thrown to the corner, try and get a little bit of momentum back, but Dookie straight out of the corner with the air Tatsu. So Giggles V-trigger activation. It's a little bit of follow-up throw, but again messes up his meaty timing. Doesn't get anything off of it and eats a ton of damage. So Dookie just trying to get a little bit more pressure on. Should be one hit to finish. Alright. And finishes it with the overhead. And that is Dookie, the winner of today's Sunday sessions at ESG Esports Gym. So this will be up on the ESG Esports Gym YouTube channel, along with the BAM qualifier from 2 weeks ago for Street Fighter V, and from the Wednesday before that for BlazBlue. So it's the ESG Esports Gym. And I'm gonna play some casuals.